I do the butcher, I do the baker, I do the holy moonlight blade there. I tried, okay? Hello, welcome back everybody. My name is Kavalech, and let's grab ourselves a deadly chat. Yes, indeed, welcome back to In-Depth Bloodborne. And when we last left off, we had killed Ludwig the Accursed. And we were heading ourselves further into the DLC. Yes, and in between episodes, I put on the butcher outfit and upgraded the Holy Moonlight Sword +9. That's it, that's all I've done. And I also put good gems in it, so this one, the Rider Plash, will be our backup, obviously because it's still really good. That just has, excuse me, all the physical runes in it. But the Holy Moonlight Sword at the moment has the weapon durability down one, which might not be the best of ideas, but meh, it'll be alright. So then you can see the damage difference between them as well. Keep in mind that the blood attack is only for the gun weapon on the Rider Plash. So physical attack wise, it's doing a good bit more damage, and it's not even +10. And also then it does a bit of arcane when we swap it around. It's got a nice little moveset too, and you saw that then when you transform it, the R1s don't take any, but the R2s take bullets to use in the transform mode. So back we go to the underground corpse pile. Yeah, all very exciting stuff so far, all very exciting stuff. So last episode we learned that Ludwig had, of course, turned into a beast. We kind of knew that anyway, but it was confirmed. And we beat him rather spectacularly, can I just say. But yeah, we beat him, and the Holy Moonlight Sword was the thing that kind of brought him back to lucidity for a little moment. And allowed him to kind of converse with us for a second. Now, he continued to fight us, but he conversed with us for a second, and then when we beat him, he just kind of... What the fuck is that? He just kind of had a little conversation with us, and because we put on the church gear, he was able to be like, hey, you know, what has happened, brave church knights? You know, what has happened to my church hunters? And we told him that they unfortunately turned into beasts, and that, of course, just sent him over the edge, but fuck him. So, did he find the Moonlight Sword in the Chalice Dungeons? Did he find it through conversing with some great ones? Most likely found it down below, let's be honest, but either way, it did seem to allow him to talk to the Cosmos, and I suppose ended up being what drove him fully mad and turned him into a beast, but it did seem to settle his mood, even in beast form. So it was a bit like, hold on, just see, yeah, see, nothing else, he's just fucking giggling to himself. It's a bit like Gascoigne, if you think of it, this is not the first time we've saw this, because so Gascoigne with his music box would snap him out of it for a little moment. It seems that the Moonlight Blade would do the same for Ludwig. Obviously this corpse pile is immense and huge, and what the fuck is going on? Let's go find out. And then with Simon here, he is obviously being a bit weird, because when we first met him, he was like, oh, stay away from the nightmares, you know, oh, some things are best left off alone. But now he seems very much happy to have us go on.
With steady stride, coloured by blood but always clear of mind, ground under the church. Beasts are a curse, and the curse is a shackle. Only ye, the true blades of the church.
Hello? You can actually see him in there, bashing his head on the wall. Charming fellow. Colored by blood with clues. So, that seems to be directed at us. Some people say it's not, but I fully believe he senses us, and that is directed fully at us. Note, these are church warriors, interestingly enough as well. Because obviously we remember these from the base game. Very nice. And very nice damage too. Oh, not dead. No, he's dead. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. So always interesting to note that. Locked. Oh my. This one isn't though. Frenzy's Cold Blood. I love this little section as well. I just think it looks so fucking cool. We see the lovely statues up above there again of some type of creature. What could ever be down here? I love the way this is done, by the way, as well. It's lit up so that you kind of like, oh, well, I keep going that way. Oh, but I'll have a look down here first because it's lit up. And of course, another locked door. Oh.
Are you a hunter? Well, that's very odd. Do you hear the toll of the bell?
Yeah, I hear bells all the time.
Liar. Such pettiness will be your undoing.
You can see him all the way back there.
Will not be found here. Go back to your hunt. And if you have the chance, put this night behind you. Places better left untouched. Secrets better left alone. Only a fool would so brazenly wrong.
So we're talking about the fact that... So when I say we can hear the bell, you know, we've heard lots of bells, so I assumed that's what we're talking about. But if you actually look and see, he is ringing a little bell in there.
Bear in mind, some places are better left up. Only fools do.
You know.
Bear in some...
I probably should have said no, first of all. I believe if he says no, he just says something along the lines of, well, while you still can, get out of here, type of thing. Basically the same type of thing, but without calling us a dirty lying bastard. But yeah, so another one that seems to not want us to delve too deep into the nightmare here. For fear we find something untoward. Is it this one? No. One of these, oh, it's the locked door. I was like, one of these has something in them. A dude in them. Now this is a dude. This is a fucking huge guy. And this is a weapon. No, it's not a weapon, sorry. It's a sidearm, funnily enough. Fist of Gratia. A chunk of iron fitted with finger holes. The hulking hunter woman, Simple Gratia, ever hopeless when handling hunter firearms, preferred to knock the lights out of beasts with this hunk of iron, which incidentally caused heavy stagger. Gratia was a fearsome hunter, and to onlookers, her unrelenting pummeling appeared oddly heroic. No wonder this weapon later assumed her name. Yeah. Yeah, an interesting weapon, to say the least. You can't parry with it, but you can stagger the fuck out of everybody. So that's a woman, by the way. But yeah, you can stagger the fuck out of everybody with it. It's good for that. It's very good for that, believe me. Believe you me. Now, we know this place. We know this place indeed. We also know these fucking things need to die. Awful creatures that they are. Ow. Ratigans. Again with big yellow eyes, interestingly enough. Another place with big yellow eyes. And more bloodstone chunks, nice. Yeah, so this is a hunter reimagining, I suppose, of Amelia's church, except this one seems to have a load of beds in it. Now these would be beds that would have been used in like makeshift hospitals back in Victorian-y times. And if we listen carefully,
were it not for fear, death would go unmenaced. But beware the frailty of men.
very similar, if not the exact same. Hello. If not the exact same chant that we hear earlier on in the game from old, what's her name, Vicar Amelia. Did we get the poison? We did get the poison. Interesting. Sometimes I don't get it, but got it that time. I would also like to stagger her, but I don't appear to be getting that. There it is. I normally struggle with these. Hopefully today is the day that I don't. She is a pain in the ass, as you can fucking tell. Jesus, she walked forward that little bit. I normally try and outrange it, because you can see it does have a range to it. God damn, she fucking gets me every time, at least once. This fucking woman, I swear to God. She does do a hell of a lot of damage. But not only that, but she is a bit of a pain in the fucking ass, because they both come at the same time. I've tried different things. I've tried running in with, whatchamacallits, I've tried running in with blue elixir and stuff like that. It doesn't actually make a difference, unfortunately. So don't be thinking you can just do that. But unfortunately, it's not going to make a blind bit of fucking difference. Okay, can we not die to this fucking guy, please? Thank you. That would be nice. Okay, can you die, please? Thank you. That's the only thing about using new weapons in this series, is that I tend to get quite used to the one weapon, and I get into a bit of a flow with it, and then I end up fucking myself up. Another thing you can do is you can try and hit them with a shaman bone blade and get them to fight these guys. These guys don't have enough health, to be honest, so it doesn't really matter. But note as well that they do drop poison knives, so I believe that to be a little hint, because you can see poison does work on them. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any poison daggers left, but just it is good to note that you can indeed use poison on these fuckers. Also good to note that I don't believe you can get the parry with that weapon, with the weapons or two there. I would love to see if this does extra damage. The right upper lash, even though it's not using the same things, I'd love to see if it does more damage on the bosses. No, it actually doesn't. It does less. So fuck, we'll stick with this one. The good thing about this weapon is they've got good range, and also you can do shit like that, which is fun. You can also do it quite quick there, as you can see. And if you don't miss, you can kill her pretty quickly. So, not actually that bad. Just more of a fucking pain in the ass, because... fuck's sake. Anyway. She continues to, as you can tell... she continues to chant. Which is quite funny. I always think it looks like... I know it's supposed to be coming out of their eyes, but I always think that spell looks like they're blowing it out their nose. Which I find quite funny. Ah, dead. So, really not that hard, but... you can see how quickly they can fuck you up if you're not paying attention, really. Anyway, also good to note that this body here gives a Great One's wisdom, so whatever experiments they're doing, I guess it's working? Because, yeah, that was a Great One's knowledge, wisdom. Now, multiple things here. One, this is a very cool looking statue of 3 scholars, one would assume, or a scholar, a Thumerian bellwoman, and somebody doing the actual surgery with his little mustache and everything going on there. No face there, which is interesting, and no face there. Note that it is a person, even though they're pretty emaciated, but there is a person. We're going to be inserting the eye in here, so eyes on the inside once again. But also note that there is a werewolf underneath it, hiding. The wolf ready to jump out as we try and ascend. The way a statue can have so much, I suppose, lore, or foreshadowing rather. An eye pendant which unlocks... we read this already, but I'll just go over it again. There are 2 cathedrals in the Hunter Dream. One lies past the River of Blood, and one contains the private research hall of the Healing Church. Only chosen members of the Healing Church or their lamentable patients can enter the research hall using the eye. Grant eyes to the surgery alter skulls. So this is the second one. Interesting that it obviously looks the same as the first one, and that they both look like Amelia's fucking thing. Just an interesting little detail, I suppose, if you will. Oh. Oh. Ah! Now, there is a secret with this lift, but let's get up here first, and then we'll go with there. Let's get up here first. Interesting that they make it a cutscene. They really wanted to make something of that. Like, they were like, wow, really look at this. Like, this is a big moment. Yes. but we actually want to immediately go back down. Because there is a secret to be found. Some people say that the beast under the table gives this away, but I don't see how. I think this is one of those you kind of have to just know. That was weird. The body like fell down. It was awful. I found it out because I accidentally came to the wrong lantern and just ran up here because I decided, fuck it, I didn't want to walk. I didn't want to warp. And the lift was up. And I realized something, and that is that this is a very different looking lift. Lots of angels and things and stuff like that. Lawrence's skull. Oh me, oh my. Skull of Lawrence, first vicar of the Healing Church. In reality, he became the first cleric beast, and his human skull only exists within the nightmare. The skull is a symbol of Lawrence's past and what he failed to protect. He is destined to seek his skull, but even if he ever found it, it could never restore his memories. So, yes, that allows us to fight a certain boss that I wish not to speak of right now because I fucking hate the boss. But there is a third secret that I'm sure some people don't know of. Oh me, oh my. But yeah, if you follow this lift down now, there's a little chest. And within the chest is the church cannon. An oversized weapon used by the Healing Church, a type of cannon that fires out with a curved trajectory and creates explosion upon impact. Originally designed for use by the brawny men with deteriorated brains, not just for any ordinary hunter, but the men lacked the wits to effectively operate firearms, and the weapon was quietly ushered into permanent storage. So that's hilarious, can I just say? So basically they made it for these men to use, but they were too fucking stupid to use them. So, yeah. Which is even funnier because we also can't use it. So, are we also too stupid to use it? I mean, let's be honest, yes. But that is why I did that. So now we can just teleport back up here and not fall off the edge because that would be awful. But welcome to the world of... No, to the research halls. First of all, we got this little bad boy here. He's bad, mama jama. And they're really pushing the point of, hey, at this stage, have a, if not an upgraded weapon, then a nearly upgraded weapon, nearly fully upgraded weapon, because, yeah, you're gonna need it. Believe me, you know, you're gonna fucking need it.
Anyone, seeing my eyes? I am afraid I've dropped them in a puddle. Everything is pale now.
Now, some people have said to me, oh, Eileen doesn't get a good ending because she's here. This is her voice actress. This is clearly meant to be her. You can come here when you kill Amelia. So, Eileen the Crow is still alive. I personally think this is a character that... It just happens to have the same voice actress, first of all, but I think if you want to look at it lore-wise, to me, I would say that it is a character that has an incomprehensible voice, or, you know, we don't really... We're trying to piece things together in a nightmare, as hunters ought to do, and everything else looks like things that we know, you know, or parts of things that we know. Now, obviously, there's stuff in the nightmares that we don't know and everything, but everything is something that Hunter is aware of in some form or capacity. Before we start peeling back and getting the true Eldritch truths. So, a character having a voice of somebody that he is very fond of and very close to me anyway, makes perfect sense, you know. Is it copium? I don't think so. I personally think it makes a lot of sense for her to be a different character completely and not Eileen the Crow. Because there's nothing else, apart from it being the same voice actress, there's nothing that suggests it's Eileen. You know what I mean? Now, we are heading up towards these motherfuckers. Enemies here hit very hard, so try and hit them before they hit you. Basically. try and hit them before they hit you. I know that sounds dreadfully droll, as in like, oh, of course, Cal, but honestly, you'd be surprised the amount of people who don't think that way. So what the fuck is going on here? Well, we obviously need to find out the lore, but from what we can gather so far, this is a research hall, and there's some experimenting going on. So we need to find out what these experiments are, basically. I may as well stick with this. Oh. Actually, I won't. I'll flip between the two because, obviously, the thing, whatchamacallit. Oh, well, he's dead. Is he dead? Did he die? Yeah, that killed him. Yeah, he's dead. Fuck him. The Moonlight Sword, unfortunately, has a debuff at the moment, so... Not a debuff, but a rune that will mean that it will run out of...
Oh. Lady Maria, save me, please.
Weapon durability.
I don't hear anything. Oh. Lady Maria, save me, please. I don't hear anything.
Lady Maria, save me, please.
Lady Maria,
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
save me.
I don't hear anything. This area is haunting, but really fucking cool. Also, don't forget to read these. Laboratory Floor 3. I know it just says Laboratory Floor 3, but it's interesting to note that they delineate each floor. There's one behind me. Another one over here. You fucking slag! Oh fuck. Oh, he is dead. Very nice. And some beast blood pellets. So we can see the... I shouldn't even say somewhat horrific, because they are just horrific. Experiments that are going on here. Absolutely fucking horrendous looking experiments going on here. So, yeah, that's a thing. And then we've got this guy crawling around on all fucking fours. So what's that, 5? Let's see how many it takes with this. Curious. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so one less. Okay, so realistically there's not much difference, which is nice. It's always nice when there's not much of a difference between the two. Because it means we don't have to worry as much. You see patients strapped with their head screwed. Ugh. Decorative old hunter's garb. Now that sounds different to a normal old hunter's garb. Old hunter's garb decorated with brass trinkets. At the time, some hunters believed that certain metals would ward off beast blood. On the night of a hunt, it is no wonder that people resorted to superstition. Very superstitious. Writings on the wall. Was it the legs as well? Decorated legs? Yeah, decorated old hunter's legs. But note as well that it also has that metal on the leg to tourniquet or strap the leg with brass. Brings a whole new meaning to getting into brass tacks, eh? So we've gone down a floor here now, so we're to here. Hello. Ow. Fuck off. Ooh, if you do that though, you can kill them real fucking quick. Fuck you. This area is great for just giving you items, I will say. I love it. It's great. Great. Where can we see from down here? Oh, we can see out into what would have been the lumen flower garden in the real life. Oh, a sunflower.
Blip, plop. Blip, plop. Splish, splash. Splish, splash. Blip, plop. Blip, plop. Splish, splash. Splish, splash.
And of course, this is the most important dialogue in all of Bloodborne, because, you know, the sunflower represents the fact that I love that dialogue and fuck you. No, that it's fucking absolute mental gibberish, but it does a great job of showing that the characters here have truly lost their fucking minds. If we have a little look here, though, you can see way off into the distance. See what looks like a lovely castle with another clock tower on top of that. So they're in love with a good clock tower. What can we see from here? That looks like one of the other nightmares. We haven't quite gotten concrete information about stacking nightmares yet, but we will. We will. Don't you fucking worry about it. We will. Now, this leads up to absolutely nowhere. Leads to a rat falling on your fucking head. Apart from that, this leads you to a jump to your death, and that's it. 2 rats, actually. They really want you fucking dead, apparently. Your little clue that maybe something needs to be done here. Something needs to be moved, or done, or diddled, or fiddled, or... Oh, so sorry. But, yes. So, lots of lovely items, nevertheless. And away we go. I've said it for every area, and I'll say it for this one as well. I do love this area. Oh. Bodies love moving about in this game. Oh, by the way, yeah, if you step on those pressure plates, that's what happened. They explode all of the potions, and it's not a very good time, so try and avoid any of the pressure plates in this area. Oh, and yes, by the way, there is indeed pressure plates. You can see, by the way, as well, these guys are very much damaged by thrusting damage, so the right to clash. Once again, shining. As always, patient room, floor 2. So that's what I was saying. It's interesting to read those because they do actually say different things. So this is the patient side, not the laboratory side. So what differences can we see on the patient side? Surely things are just lovely over here. More blood vials. I see fucking tons of them coming out there, which is not good, but we should be okay in here.
Just kill me. Free me from this place before I go mad.
Just so I can see one of these coming to get me. But, yeah. Oh, fuck. Well, never mind. I shouldn't have fucking went back out. Here's me going, I'll just go back out and kill this one guy. No, fucking 3 more appeared. I had saw them in the fucking distance as well. Why did I go back outside? Yeah, be careful in this area. Pick your way through. Don't rush, because if you rush, as you can see, they move very quickly when they want to, and they will kick the shit out of you. Some people say it's bullshit. I think it's not really. Also, I'm wearing the butcher armor. Like, realistically, we should be wearing something with better physical defense. The butcher armor is not what we should be wearing, but we are showing off different outfits, so, you know. And the butcher armor actually kind of fits this area. And you're going to say, Cal, you're fucking clutching at straws here. But it really does when you think about it, because what were the butchers doing? Well, they were bringing back beasts and potentially people, who knows, to experiment upon. Well, I fucking missed. That is a one-hit kill if you can hit it. Not what I meant to do, but it worked out. Don't run into that room, by the way. It's a trap, because if you run into that room, you're going to get shot. Just so you know. Thought you ought to know. Huh? Nice. Dead. Oh, my blood ended up in here. Are they coming out again? Yeah, they are. In fact, let's just pick this up fucking first of all. I shouldn't be even fighting these. I have no reason to fight these yet. I shouldn't be fighting them. I should just leave them alone. Fight them the way I normally do, but it's me, and so I'm going to do it anyway. But I did it anyway. No. And dead. Lovely. Also, I just wanted to get rid of the fucking screaming. Jesus. Now, so this guy, well, this room is horrendous.
Someone help me. I'm guilty. I know. But I won't do it again. I promise. The dumb darkness. It frightens me. And what rises from its very depths
Yeah.
Lady Maria, please take my hand. Please help me. Don't let me drown.
Don't let me drown. Which is an interesting one. Don't let me drown. They all talk about darkness and damp and all this type of thing. Free them. This is what happens when you free them. It doesn't really make much of a difference. I guess it's nice to. But realistically, you probably shouldn't. But I don't believe there's anything that can happen from killing them. But I guess you feel like a better person because you freed them, because fucking hell. Yeah. This whole section is a lot. But again, thematically and everything, it just works just perfectly. This guy is a pain in the fucking ass. Why, you may ask? Well, as you can see, 1, he takes a lot of fucking damage. 2, he doesn't really tend to stagger a lot. And 3, he tends to do a lot of fucking damage. So, you know. Yeah. You can stagger him, you can parry him. But I like to just try and kill him as quick as I can. Because fuck that. Basically, fuck that. But they give you a load of healing and everything in this room, so that's kind of handy in that regards. Up this way is into the room that we saw from the other... No, it's not this way, sorry. This is not this way. I'm talking out my hole, it's down below. I'm talking out my hole. Note these two guys here, so let's just up. Because obviously that can go horrendously wrong. There it is. And that's how to deal with that little section. As horrendous as it tends to be. But now this is the room that I was talking about. So this is the room that we would have came into from down below. And we'll see now. They can kill you, as you can see, in one fucking combo. So really don't let them. But we can see these guys from up above. These take a lot less health damage to kill. Because they will throw stuff at you. And they will fuck you up pretty fucking quickly. So be ready for them, basically. I fucking fucked up. Ow. Basically, this, you see, they throw shit like that at you. And with all of them throwing shit at you, and all the enemies in the room, you're most likely to get fucked up. So, just to show, that's this room here that we were looking at from the other side. So yeah, so just be a little bit careful, darling. It's going to fuck you up. Now, I'm going to show you a little shortcut that we can do. Well, not shortcut, but a little thing I like to do. So if we come back up to the room where the man was bashing everything around the place and being an overall fucking nightmare. If you come back up here, you'll note that there is a little entryway over there. So if we can do this properly, we can just land on the edge. And get grabbed, of course, because I fucking hate myself. Kill the enemy first, and then you can do that. Anyway, underground cell key, we'll read that now in a moment. Let's just make sure there's no other enemies ready to get us. To be honest, as you'll see now, that's only helpful if you want to just skip fighting the big guy. Because we actually didn't really skip a whole lot, but you'll see now in a moment where we skip to. Well, actually, no, sorry, excuse me. We did skip a section, which is good, but you can get to here later on when we transform the area, but it means you don't have to backtrack as much to get to here. But yeah, what I'm saying is that you can't get further into the level, is what I'm trying to say. That's what I meant to say. You can't use that to skip to later on in the level. You can only use it to skip to the underground key. Key to cell below the Grand Cathedral. Hunters held within the underground cell, so that the things better left unseen and knowledge better left unknown will decay quietly Into what did it say? Into a what? Into the fallow darkness. Ooh, the fallow darkness. Now there's a fucking sentence for you there. I like that. The fallow darkness. Fallow darkness. Yes. Now that doesn't open, coincidentally, the door with the guy with the bell. That's not the underground. That is, well, it is underground, but it's not what that key opens. That key only opens the other doors that were locked in that area, including the one with the man banging his head, but not the one with the guy ringing the bell. That's a separate key that we will also get, but not yet. We don't get that till the next area. So, you know. Yeah. Also, here's a little thing it shows you before you go running up the stairs. Yeah. And they actually gave us the means to get up the staircase easier. Now, I think you can just run. In fact, I don't think you can just run. I normally just run. But if you are struggling with running, we can do something else, which I will show now in a moment. So if we come in here, by the way, first of all, there's this fucking bitch to try and grab us again. But we know this time not to get grabbed. Hopefully, yeah. We know better. And in here we can get some quick... It's basically just another one of these fucking rooms, isn't it? Yeah. It's just another one of these fucking bastard rooms. Oh, we got a dirty damp blood gem, though. Which can be very nice. I'm not using a crescent weapon at the moment, but if we went back to using a crescent weapon, that might be very handy. But yes, if you want to get by this section, if you are struggling with it a lot, obviously... Just pop one of these bad boys. Now still run up the stairs because you will still eventually see you, but you can use it to skedaddle up the stairs much faster and not have to deal with him. It also means you can get up the stairs to here, which, as you can see, allows you to do that. So overall, it's just a good idea to do. And then just finish him off real fucking quickly. Because he's going to cause fucking nightmares. Now, can you jump over to him? You don't need to, basically. Where we are now, we will be getting things moving, so... You know. For the moment, we're fine. Also, yeah, you just walk down here and then you're in here anyway, so... Laboratory 4, floor 5. This is the first of our shortcuts, I believe. Yeah. The first of our shortcuts. Don't forget to jump out there. In case you were wondering, you can jump out to lift. We love a good jumping out of the lift, don't we? Oh yes we do. Oh yes we do. Note this is a special enemy though. A special hunter enemy, so be ready for a fight. Hello. Oh fuck off will you. Oh fuck off will you. Nice. That's what you're meant to. I was about to say that's what you're meant to do, my friend, but then I fucking... Fuck off, will you? Oh. I don't think they died, did they? No. But that's still quite funny, though, that they jumped off the fucking side. What a fucking idiot. Anyway, what are we...
Lady Maria, I'm a robin. Will I ever curl up and become an egg? What say you? Lady Maria. Lady Maria, say something. Anything. Lady Maria, will I mean,
what do you say to that? Lady Maria, I'm an egg. Will I one day grow up to be a robin? I mean, sure. They're all probably metaphors for things and stuff like that. Some people think that they're alluding to other games in the FromSoftware world and stuff like that. I think they're just fucking mad. But maybe that's just me. Anyway, we can jump down here now. No, don't. Fucking hate when I do that. I do it every time as well. For fuck's sake. Yeah. Fucking laugh at me, will you bastard. We need to keep an eye out because that hunter is most likely not dead. So we need to make sure we can... Ow. We can kill them pretty easily. they're gonna come fucking flying around the place now in a moment. I'm stupid, I swear. Nice. There we go. I'm looking for them. Can't see them. I'm assuming they're still alive somewhere. Anyway. I wonder if I go down here a little bit more. There she is. And she healed as well, the bitch. Okay. Fucking knew she'd still be alive. Nice. I fucking hate the fact that this is on a staircase, so I keep fucking doing that. There we go. Fuck you. Woo! God damn it. Jesus Christ. Fuck me. Sedatives. Very good. Now, I always wait till about now to do this, so I probably should have done it earlier, to be completely honest, but here we are. Now we have this little shortcut opened. Our first little shortcut, as I say. But we could actually kill these guys again. We could actually kill these guys again. You can actually pull this lever. Could have done this earlier, but I just wanted to get a couple of things done first, and then we'd do it. So, pull this lever, and we can go down a little bit further. Work just a little bit, hard just a little bit. Sorry, sometimes I get a little bit excited. And that will bring us down to here. Hello there, madam.
Lady Maria? No. You're someone else.
Is it someone new?
Please, could you do something for me? I need brain fluid. Murky, mushy brain fluid. Please, I need brain fluid.
Murky, mushy brain fluid. Okay, I can try and find you some brain fluid. This, by the way, as you can see, is the bottom of the staircase. I don't know where I'll get you brain fluid, but I can get you some, I'm sure, somewhere. I'm lying, by the way, I know exactly where to get a brain fluid. So actually we know one of the places already we can get a brain fluid, and I can show you that now in a moment. So we head back up again. Hop out again. Come around down here to our dear friend. Our dear friend. Here. Note, doesn't kill them. Just cause them to flatten for a second. And then...
Lady Maria,
will I ever curl up and be an egg? Fucking thought I missed, but I didn't. Yeah, so interesting that one. That it doesn't kill them, but it causes them to congeal up? That's not the word. Well, it could be a word. It causes them to curl up, and then you, yeah, you go from there. But we got brain fluid. Greyish amoeba-shaped brain fluid wobbles and bounces, extracted from a patient whose head expanded until that's all they were. Once, a young girl had an older brother who was determined to become a doctor, so he willfully became his patient. In the end, this led to the encounter with the eldritch truth, for which they consider themselves blessed. I like them. They're kind of like little fables, I suppose, or little things like that. It's fun. Also note that these kind of look like, I know they're plague masks, but they make them look like birds almost. Which plague masks tend to do, but I just always found that fascinating about them. They very much look like birds. Hello, madam.
Please, I need brain... Oh, thank you. You're terribly kind. Oh, it's wonderful. Oh, I hear the sticky sound. Do you hear it too? I know. Will you have my blood as thanks? I'll have you know, I was once a blood saint too.
Interesting.
That makes me happy. But I cannot move. Look, on my right arm. I'm sorry to trouble you. But you don't mind, do you?
I'll do it myself then, for fuck's sake. Blood of Adeline, or Adeline.
Oh, there you are. Don't be greedy. I should know.
Blood taken from Adeline, patient of the research hall. Restores HP, then continues to rejuvenate HP for some time. Adeline was originally one of the blood saints who received treatment from the church to cultivate worthy blood. Adeline was one of the few cases that turned out favourably. One of the few cases that turned out favourably, can I just say. So there's not many blood saints. Or at least not many that turned out well. But a lot of interesting things there. So we've heard clip plop, splish splash, a lot of watery kind of stuff. And we also know that water has already been very much associated with the Great Ones and stuff like that. You know, we have all of the runes that speak of Great Lakes and things like that. So very interesting that now we're getting this whole thing of... so let's kill this guy just because fuck him. We're getting this whole thing of water being very much associated more and more. Well, goodbye. He didn't fucking die either, bastard. Oh well. But yeah, very interesting that. But the moment she took some brain fluid, it kind of elevated her. So clearly whatever experiments were going on here, also note these don't have heads at all. Whatever the fuck's going on there. No. But whatever experiments were going on here have clearly been working. Because people are clearly experiencing the eldritch truth. We know that from multiple tales now of this area, talking about how people had an encounter. And we know that obviously the brother and sister did. So what is going on here? Well, let's try and find out. More blue elixirs, coincidentally. Patient room 5. Patient room 5. Roll when you come in the door, because these are everywhere. Bag heads. Note that it takes a lot to kill them like that, but one charge thrust is enough to do the job, so clearly charge attacks, very good. Are these the heads of the people that were outside? Most likely. Madman's knowledge, very nice. Blue elixir. Enlarged head. There we are. There we are. Yes, indeed. An enlarged head of a patient of the cathedral, with a cavity that just happens to fit a human head, although one would be mad to try it on. But if you do, listen carefully for the sticky sound, drip drop, as water sipping up from the depths, slowly, steadily. Yes. It's very much, not even just implied, it's very much a thing that these things with no bodies, with no heads, are those things. So you can become so enlightened that your head just, I suppose, enlarges and then pops off the body. Why not? Like, you know, I sometimes too like to grow my head to enormous size and then pop it off my body, you know. As I ought to do sometimes, you know, when you're out for the laugh and all that type of malarkey. But we're heading up now to the rafters, so we're fucking really flying along here. I always thought this area was longer, but apparently not. Apparently we're doing pretty fucking well here. We'll run our way over to here. I'm going to get my gun ready. I really should upgrade my gun more for things like this. But never mind. Yes, so we have rats up here, as well as you've seen, crows. Hold on, you need to say that again, sir. What are you saying?
Listen close, and you too will hear the sound of water.
Sound of water. Okay. There's something to be said about the maybe not ham-fisting, but maybe overdoing the metaphor. But I think it's such a shocking area that it just works perfectly, you know. And obviously, we heard about the church doing their experiments and doing kind of bits and bobs, but what we saw in the base game was clearly only light. Like, it clearly wasn't the full extent of the experiments because, well, as you can clearly fucking see, it's a hell of a lot fucking worse than we could ever have imagined. You know, a hell of a lot worse. So you can get into this bit in the middle. What would this ever be? Wrong side, god damn it. I always thought this was a big cutscene, it's not. It's not. But it is, however, amazing. Now, we've got multiple things to deal with here. One is, this guy here is just, I mean, he just kind of jumps off the edge. Doesn't actually matter, he doesn't have anything important. I'll double check. Oh, I'll double check, but as far as I know, he doesn't have anything important on him. Oh, fuck off, he actually dropped something as well. I was hoping he wouldn't. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. It won't be anything important. So, first of all, let's grab this guy.
Splish.
Or girl.
Splish. Splash.
Splish, splash, splish, splash.
Have you heard how curiously the sea churns? Like a storm. But like the rain, only gentle, like dripping water. It bellows from deep inside of me. Here it comes. Up through my inside, but gently, like little droplets. Have you heard like a paper?
More brain fluids. Wobbles and bounces extracted from patients whose head expanded till that's all they were. In the early days, the healing church, the great ones were linked to the ocean, and so the cerebral patients would imbibe water and listen to the howls of the sea. For the howls of the sea, brain fluid writhed inside the head, the initial markings of internal eyes. So, when you start getting this brain fluid, this greyish amoeba-shaped brain fluid in your head that wobbles and bounces, that's the first stage of you gaining brain eternal eyes. So it's the first step of this version of enlightenment, I suppose. Now, we'll find there are different ways that it can be achieved, but this was one of them, and it does seem to technically work, even though you just become a brain blob. But I guess it does work. Yeah. But also note that in the early days of the Healing Church, the Great Ones were linked to the ocean. That isn't to say that all Great Ones are linked with the ocean. That is to say, in the early days of the Hunter Church, that's what they believed. You know what I mean? Like, in the early days of the Church, the Great Ones were linked with the ocean. That isn't to say that they still are now. That is to say, in the early days, they were, you know. One of those little... Oh, so he actually does drop something important. Fucking shut my mouth, then. He drops a guidance one. Not a very good one, but a guidance one nonetheless, which boosts rally potential.
Listen.
So, there you go. Don't listen to me, because that one does indeed drop technically an important rune, if you want everything. Now, realistically, it doesn't matter, because it's not that important, but just to note that it is indeed an important enough rune. This is the way we would have came down. So don't be worrying about it. Don't die to these, please. Please, Cal, for fuck's sake. Oh, I fucking hate myself. Like, it's just so annoying because it's literally just the enemies that are faster than you. And this is the thing, and it's something I was waiting to talk about in the DLC. I don't think the DLC is too hard. I think some people say that the Bloodborne DLC is the hardest thing in the game, and they're too difficult. I don't think it's too difficult, but I do think some of the enemies move far too fast. Even though Bloodborne, you move fast, they move way too fast, especially since you stagger so easily. When you move that contraption is when he will spawn. Some people get very confused when he spawns. I didn't want to show it this way, but here we are. This is when he spawns.
Oh, hello. Not a pretty sight, is it? The true face of the blood-worshipping, beast-purging, healing church. But that's not all. You seek the secrets held by the nightmare, do you not? Then here's what you must do. Climb the astral clock tower and kill Maria. She hides the real secret. Go on. Kill Maria atop the astral clock tower. She hides the real secret.
Oh my. So we have another character who is hiding a secret. Rom obviously was the one hiding the secret in the main world. Also note that these drop down once you do that up the top. Lots more enemies drop down, first of all, these horrendous looking guys. But also they drop some more items, which is pretty cool. We can also give this lady her second blood transfusion.
Oh, don't be greedy.
I might need to use her blood, to be honest. We'll do this maybe at the beginning of the next episode.
Oh, how did you... A touch more?
Should please you, yes.
Oh, hello again. As I was a blood saint, I cannot break the tenets of the church, even for you, once you've run dry of blood.
Interesting to note that.
Oh, as I was one... Oh, as I was once...
Okay. We'll need to reload the area, basically. But, yeah, interesting to note that, oh, because I was a tenant of the... a blood saint of the church, I can't break the tenant. Which is interesting, because obviously, why would it matter? But clearly, it's obviously something that she just cannot do. She cannot break the covenant. The thing, and the tenant. We are going to run out of time here, so I'll start wrapping up. But if you did like what you seen, please do like and subscribe. We've lots more to do. And then obviously our main goal for the next episode will be getting to the top of here and killing the nice lady. I say nice lady. At this fucking stage, I don't think she is, but... yeah. So interesting that, as I say, this area holds a secret, but not only does it hold a secret, but... Oh, fuck, they're here. They're all here. This is actually horrendous in so many ways. Not only does it hold a secret, but it has another character which is holding back the secret. So that's twice now, as I said, that we've had a character holding back the secret. Luckily enough, it's not too far, by the way, because we're right back to here. This is where we died. So it's not too far away, but it's just annoying that it happened, nonetheless. Also, where will that go? Because we died on what's technically a moving platform, so I don't think our money goes there. Anyway, I'll find it. Don't worry, I'll find it if I have to burn down all of Paris. Yes, indeed. One of the crows might have it, maybe. Maybe one of the rats has it. Somebody fucking has it. Yeah, I think one of the rats has it. Yeah, that rat has it. That's because the whatchamacallit, the staircase would be seen as a movable object, and so your bloodstain will never turn up on here. It'll always turn up on there. Anyway, that's a good place to leave it as any. We will continue our descent down here and then our reascent back up in the next episode, and it'll be lots and lots of fun at filling this wake. I've been Kavalech. We have a lot to dig into here because, as I said, this area is very interesting. Even a little ham-fisted, as I said, they do kind of shove a little bit of it down your neck. Like, they really ham that metaphor up. They're like, hey, you know, hey, remember, fucking water and the great ones. Anyway, look after yourselves. I hope you grabbed yourself a deadly chat and a wonderful in-depth look at things. And I will see you all tomorrow for more fun and or frolics. Bye.